So today we're making chocolate sea salt caramels. So I'm starting with about 3/4 of a cup of sugar right into a pot, 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and about 1/2 cup of corn syrup. I just use regular corn syrup. You can use light if you want to. It won't make it any healthier, but you can. Totally low fat recipe. But all I'm going to do is bring this to a boil on the stove, and we're just going to cook it until it's nice and thick. So my caramel is a nice golden color. It's just lightly golden, almost like tan. We don't want to go too dark or else our caramels are going to be too firm to cut into nice chewy caramel bites. So all I'm going to add to that is about 4 ounces of milk chocolate, a little bit of sea salt, and that sea salt is really going to bring out the flavor of the chocolate and the caramel. And I'm just going to stir those together, and my chocolate is very quickly going to melt and start to set up here. So as soon as your chocolate is melted, these caramels can go right into, I have a 6-inch pan lined with a little bit of parchment paper, or you could use a loaf pan. If you have a loaf pan, that's really great. And just kind of press it and spread it out nice and evenly. And I'm just going to top this off with one of my favorite things, which is cocoa nibs. So cocoa nibs are unrefined kind of cocoa beans. So just a nice crunch, a little extra chocolate flavor. I'm just going to sprinkle those right over the top. And a little extra salt. I'm like a salt fiend. And that's it. I'm going to let those set up either at room temperature for about an hour or in the fridge or freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're firm enough to cut. So this is what my caramel looks like after I've taken it out of the pan after it's chilled for about an hour. It's nice and firm, ready to be cut. So I've cut off one little edge already, but I'm just going to go ahead and do about a 1/2 inch bar. I'm just going to keep cutting. If you find your knife is sticking at all, you can kind of spray it with just a little bit of Pam or a non-stick spray. And these are really great gifts, actually. You can kind of box these up or bag these up, give them to friends. But that's it. I'm going to go in the other direction. Just trim off my edges, and that's your snack. That's your reward. And then just nice little rectangles. And that's it. I'll do the rest of them, and then all you could do is either with a nice square of parchment paper, you can kind of wrap it and twist the edges so you have a little candy, or just leave it like this for a little foil wrapper, and it's a beautiful candy ready to go. Just store these at room temperature and you can have them for about a month. So that's how you make chocolate sea salt caramels.